Have you ever received a text late at night and found yourself wondering, what does this really mean? Is it just a random message, or is there something more behind it? Whether it's from a friend, a crush, or someone you've just started talking to, late-night texts often leave us second-guessing. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what those late-night texts could be signaling, and it's probably not what you think. 1. They're feeling lonely. Another reason for texting late at night could be loneliness. When the day winds down and the busyness of life fades away, some people are left with their own thoughts. If they're feeling isolated or disconnected, reaching out to someone via text can be a form of seeking comfort. A late-night message might not always be about you specifically, but more about filling an emotional gap. It's a moment where they crave some kind of connection or reassurance. The darkness of night can feel overwhelming for some, and texting can be a way to feel heard or less alone in that moment. This doesn't always mean they expect an immediate response or even a deep conversation, but more that they are seeking the presence of another person, even if it's just in the form of a text exchange. 2. They're thinking about you. When someone reaches out to you late at night, one possibility is that they're simply thinking about you. The quiet of the night offers a sense of calm, and they might find themselves reflecting on their day, which leads their mind to you. It's a time when distractions are few, and emotions are more raw and honest. If it's someone you've been close with or have a connection to, that text might be their way of expressing that they're on your mind. Whether it's a good night or a deeper message, it's a moment where their thoughts are specifically directed toward you, and they want to make sure you know that. This is especially common with people who might not express their feelings openly during the day. Late night is often the perfect opportunity to send a message they've been holding back, letting their guard down and allowing you to see their softer side. 3. They're testing the waters. If the text feels casual or playful, it might mean they're testing the waters, especially if this is someone you've just started talking to. Late-night texting can be a way for them to gauge your interest without putting too much on the line. It's low pressure, and they're trying to see if you're open to late-night conversations or deeper connections. They might be trying to see how you'll respond, whether you'll engage with them or show disinterest. A late-night text is often their way of figuring out if there's potential for more without the vulnerability of a daytime interaction. Whether it's a simple, "What are you doing?" or a playful, "Hey, you up?" They might just be gauging your availability and seeing how receptive you are to their attention during these quiet hours. 4. They're feeling adventurous. Sometimes people text late at night because they're feeling adventurous. The nighttime atmosphere, with its mystery and intimacy, brings out a different side of them. It might not be a deeply emotional message. Instead, it could be more spontaneous and impulsive. This is especially true if you're someone they've been wanting to get closer to, but didn't have the courage to reach out to earlier. The night provides the freedom to act without inhibition. If they've been thinking about you all day, a late-night message might be their way of acting on those thoughts without second-guessing themselves. In this case, the message is more about creating an opportunity for something exciting or fun. It's less about seeking a serious connection and more about enjoying the moment, often without the expectations that come with daytime interactions. 5. They're reflecting on the day. When someone texts you late at night, it could simply be because they're reflecting on the events of the day. Sometimes the night is when people take the time to think about conversations, encounters, and experiences they had earlier. If you had an interaction during the day that left an impression on them, they might be reaching out to continue or follow up on that moment. In these cases, a late-night text could feel more thoughtful, like they're expressing something they didn't fully articulate earlier. It's a way of completing the emotional arc of their day, especially if they felt there was more they wanted to say but didn't have the chance. A follow-up message might even show their desire to reconnect with you on something you discussed or did together, bringing up a topic they couldn't get off their minds. 6. They're interested in more than friendship. If the person sending you late-night texts is someone you have a close friendship with, this can be a sign that they're interested in something more. When someone is romantically interested, the late-night hours can be the perfect time for them to reach out, without the pressure of daytime expectations. The quiet of the night offers a sense of privacy and emotional openness, which may encourage them to share thoughts or feelings they're not comfortable expressing in the daylight hours. Their late-night messages could signal that they're trying to move the relationship beyond just friendship and are testing the waters for deeper connection. This doesn't always come across in overt ways, but little hints in their messages or the timing of their texts can indicate that they're looking for more than just casual conversation. 7. They want your attention. Late-night texting can also be a way for someone to grab your attention. Whether it's someone you're romantically involved with or someone who simply craves your validation, texting late at night could be their attempt to pull you into their orbit. The timing of the message could be intentional, waiting until the quiet of the night to send something that's designed to get you to stop what you're doing and focus on them. Whether it's a casual, "hey," or something more personal, it's their way of engaging you when they think you'll be more receptive. This doesn't always mean something deep or serious, but more that they're trying to make sure you think of them or notice them when the world is quieter and you're more likely to be receptive to their outreach. 8. They're bored or looking for entertainment. Not all late-night texts are profound or meaningful. Sometimes they come from a place of boredom or seeking entertainment. When people are winding down for the day and find themselves with little to do, they might reach out to someone they're comfortable talking to. This kind of text might be playful, humorous, or lighthearted. In this case, the person might be looking for a distraction or someone to talk to before they fall asleep. They don't necessarily expect a deep conversation or any emotional engagement. They just want someone to pass the time with. If you get one of these texts, it's likely a sign that they enjoy your company, but are not necessarily seeking anything serious at that moment. They just want a little company before the night ends. 9. They want to keep the conversation going. Another reason someone might text you late at night is because they simply want to keep the conversation going. If you've been having a good conversation and they text you late at night, it's their way of showing that they're still engaged and don't want to let the conversation end. Late-night texts like these are often signs of someone who enjoys talking to you and doesn't want the moment to fade away. They might not have any agenda other than to maintain a flow of communication and continue to connect with you, even if the topic isn't particularly urgent or important. This can indicate that they value your company and want to keep the connection alive, even when most people are winding down for the day. 10. They're looking for emotional support. Finally, a late-night text might simply be someone reaching out because they need emotional support. Late-night hours often bring up feelings of vulnerability, and some people might turn to you when they need someone to talk to. Whether they're dealing with anxiety, stress, or a personal issue, texting you is a way to seek comfort or reassurance. This kind of text often comes with a more serious tone and might involve sharing something personal or asking for advice. If this is the case, it's important to be supportive, but also set boundaries if you're unable to give them the time or attention they need. A late-night message seeking emotional support is a sign that they trust you and feel comfortable reaching out when they're feeling low or uncertain. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.